How's it, everybody? It's Celtic Link here, and in today's video, we are talking about some major news that dropped last night. JP Dokkan Twitter and Global Dokkan Twitter tweeted out the info for the Goku and Cell Golden Week celebration units. So we're going to be taking a look at those units, plus their animations were tweeted out by the JP Dokkan account. So we're going to go ahead and check those out in this video. So before we check out the animations, why don't you guys go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and let me know what you're most excited about this upcoming celebration. Let's go ahead and pause the music real quick, and let's jump into this video. Okay, so first we're going to take a look at Goku's animations. Dude. Oh my god, I cannot believe they did that. Wow, holy crap, guys, I cannot believe those Goku and Gohan exchange animations are insane. I like the Europe Gohan. It really does look good. I mean, the whole thing looks almost like it was designed for an LR. Wow. I really like the animations on this one. I especially love the counter Kamehameha, right? The one where Gohan's just standing there. That animation alone makes it just worth the summon for me. Okay, well, let's see if we can build on that hype. Let's check out the Cell now. All right, let's check out Cell's animations right here. Very nice. I like Cell's animations. They look really good, especially the evolution, right? From first form to second form, and then from second form to third form. They look really good. The rage mode from perfect. Wow, Cell's animations are really good. Super attack for second form looks kind of weird though, doesn't it? Maybe that's just me. Maybe it'll look better in 2 times speed. But looks kind of off. I like it. It looks really good. Still trying to figure out how he goes straight from perfect to the Cell Games fight in his super attack, but that's okay. All in all, I do think it looks good. I really like it, and I like that they're bringing back like the double transforming units again. That's fun. Okay, so let's take a look here finally at the next two, the banner units, the Vegeta in 16 and 18. Oh, where's the sound? There it is. Very nice. Wow, these actually look really awesome. Oh man. I like the Vegetas more, definitely. It almost looks like for those that play JP, you probably saw the Vegeta, the free to play one. Almost looks like they used that as the base to build for this, right? Um, who knows? I do like that it's the the sort of the my baby boy scene. That's awesome. Uh, Super Banner definitely looking like I want to summon on it. Cell does look good, and he looks like he's going to be crazy. But, you know, obviously we got 7th year anniversary coming up, so, you know, you're going to have to make some decisions, right? But what I will say is you should definitely check out my Should You Summon video when it drops, because that'll probably maybe give you a clearer picture of whether or not summoning for these are right for you. Um, but before we do anything, let's go ahead and take a look at their kits. So we'll start with the Goku and the Gohan, right? So it is a Super STR unit, and the Goku leads Super Saiyans and Goku's family, and additional 30% on top of the regular 170 for Android Cell Saga category. Now, this is really nice with the Android Cell Saga category because addition, right? Because it's Super Saiyan and Goku's family, this basically includes all Gohans, right? Even ones that don't start as Super Saiyan that are in the Cell Saga. It includes all Gokus. It includes Super Vegeta, the new one. It includes the AGL Trunks, as well as the others that recently got an EZA. So the fact that they did Super Saiyan Android Cell category is actually really good. And I kind of had a feeling this was coming based on all the build up for the category that they've been doing all year. So that's kind of nice, right? Let's take a look at the passive. Passive is attack and defense 180% plus an additional attack and defense 59%. There's that play on the Goku, right? When performing a super attack. He has a high chance of evading enemy attacks, including super attack, within the same turn after performing a super attack. They got the Goten and Trunks effect there. For 5 turns from the start of turn, with a medium chance of evading enemy's attack, including super attacks, within the same turn after performing a super attack, starting from the 6th turn. Plus an additional attack and defense 20% up to 59% with each attack evaded. So basically, after supering, he can dodge, and the more he dodges, the more tanky he gets. So I could definitely see some play with him. Like you run him next to Heart Virus Goku, maybe, and you've basically got an untouchable rotation. So I could definitely see this being good, especially, yeah, Golden Warrior, Saiyan Warrior race, all in the family. Yeah, so he shares quite a few links with Heart Virus Goku. So yeah, he's pretty good in the Goku form, right? What's his super attack though? Raises attack and defense for 1 turn, so pretty standard. Definitely a good second slot unit. With the ability to raise defense and dodge. Yeah, he could work. Could even work as a 3rd slot floater, right? Until you're ready to transform him. So speaking of transformations or exchanges, rather, here we have the Gohan. So this can be activated on the 3rd turn, I believe. Where did it go? Go back to the Goku here. Did not show the condition? No, it doesn't. Okay, that's weird. Okay, but I'm pretty sure the condition is exchanging after the 3rd turn from the start of battle. Okay, so let's go to the Gohan and let's take a look at his passive. Obviously, leader skill stays the same, but he is attack and defense 180% plus an additional 58% within the same turn after receiving an attack, plus defense raise up to 100%. The more HP you have, the greater the defense boost. He guards all attacks for 3 turns from the start of the exchange, and an additional defense from 58% from the start of turn. And where is it? From the start of turn in which the guard is activated from the second time in battle, plus an additional attack and defense 58% from the start of turn in which guard has been activated for the fourth time, and he guards all attacks after the sixth time of getting hit. So basically, he's a guard tank, right? The more he gets hit, the greater his defense raise, right? And by the time you've been hit 6 times, he'll be an unstoppable guard machine. So I could definitely see some play with him. I think the hard part is because of the exchange mechanic, right? Wait, where did it go? Let's see if I can see it. Yeah, it doesn't really specify. Okay. Oh, I can see it down here at the bottom under the passive skill. All right, so it can be activated, his exchange, after performing 3 or more super attacks. So, I mean, you might not see this too often in Super Battle Road, the exchange, but definitely in long form events, you're going to see that. And I have a feeling we're going to need it. I have a feeling we got some long form events coming up, and I'll go over that in another video. Something I want to point out about the super attack effect. It does say raise attack and defense for 1 turn, but I did see on Twitter earlier that Gresh had pointed out that it's supposed to be greatly raises. So we'll see if they make that change when he comes officially to global, right? But anyways, yeah, that's the Super Saiyan Gohan and Goku. I like it, and I like the fact that he has a nullification, because nullification, that is a counter instead of a dodge and then a counter, means that he can counter super attacks in the red zone where they disable dodge. So this could be fun. I like this. All right, so let's jump into the Cell here. Where's my first form Cell? Here he is. All right, so let's talk first form Cell. So he is Android Cell Saga or Powers Absorption, Key 3, HP Attack Defense 170, plus an additional HP Attack and Defense 30% to all Android category. So this is good leader skill because it encompasses Android 13, Super 17, and all other androids, including Android 21 and even Mira, right? So this is a good leader skill. This is the leader skill the androids category needed, and I can't wait to try more androids out on the category. So let's talk about his passive. He is attack and defense 170%, plus an additional attack and defense 30% when performing a super attack. He has an additional attack and defense 80% and chance of performing a critical hit and chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attack, plus 18% when facing 2 or more enemies. Plus an additional attack and defense 70% and chance of performing a critical hit while evading enemies' attack. Plus 17% when facing 3 or more enemies. So those 2 effects you're probably only going to see in Super Battle Road, right? Because you only see 2 or 3 enemies in those missions, right? He's got a medium chance of launching a super attack when you have 50% or more HP. So pretty nice. He does absorb, which his transformation activates from the 3rd turn. So no other condition other than 3rd turn. So that's good for transformation. You could possibly see second form in Super Battle Road depending on how the fight goes, right? He raises attack infinitely and he raises defense for 1 turn. So pretty good. He can build attack indefinitely up until he transforms. So that's nice. So let's go ahead. Let's jump over to the semi-perfect Cell. Okay. Let's see what changes with his passive here. So he keeps the attack and defense 180%, goes up to 40% with the additional. So now he's getting 220 additional attack and defense. He gets an additional chance of evading enemies' attacks 17%, plus 120 when performing a critical hit, or a chance of performing a critical hit, and evading enemies' attack plus 18% when facing 2 or more enemies. So he combines the 17 and 18 aspect of his previous passive, now only when facing 2 enemies, right? So this kind of makes sense. Now there's less androids for him to absorb, so now it's dropped down to 2 enemies instead of 3. So interesting. He absorbs 18 when conditions are met. So let's check out the conditions. 50% or less. So you have to fall, or I'm sorry, no. The perfect Cell is next attacking turn. So after you transform into semi-perfect Cell, he can transform on the next attacking turn. I am curious. Okay, it's not an active skill, it's a passive, so it's an automatic transformation. Let's look at his super attack here. Okay, so same, still raising attack and raising defense for 1 turn. So pretty good. He basically just condenses his passive into one. So instead of two enemies, or instead of three enemies, you only need two now. Let's take a look at Perfect Form Cell now. So can be activated most likely, depending on your RNG and his position, can be activated most likely by the 5th or 6th turn, right? He gets attack and defense to 50% plus an additional attack and defense 50% when performing a super attack. He has a chance of performing a critical hit and evading enemy's attack 35% plus an additional attack defense when facing only one enemy. He has a high chance of launching an additional super attack when HP is 50% or more. So he basically gets... he removes all the restrictions on his passive, so that you know, it looks like to me he can be put in either scenario, long or short term events, right? Once you make it to Perfect Cell, he's kind of set up for the rest of the fight, right? But then he's got some interesting abilities for the short term in the Super Battle Road, right? Those conditions for 2 to 3 enemies. So I could see him working on the androids team for Super Battle Road. Okay, very good. So let's take a look. He does have a rage mechanic that can be activated when you are 50% or less HP. And, did not mean to... he does raise attack, so for every super attack he does, he's raising attack. And he just gets Key 2. So he's giving himself a Key 2, and he's giving himself guaranteed crits when he's in rage mode. I'm not typically a fan of rage mode because most of the time it's really hard to get a super attack, but with his additional key, I think he shouldn't have a problem, right? As long as you're not getting like one key sphere RNG, right? Okay, so let's take a look now at the banner units, the Vegeta and the 16 and 18. Okay, so attack and defense, or I'm sorry, attack 160 and defense 180 on the androids. They get raise attack and defense by up to 100%. The more HP, the greater the boost. They have a medium chance of attacks being effective against all types. I don't like that it's a medium chance when there's a superclass ally on the same turn. So I'm guessing they want you to run him with the int 16. So hopefully he gets an easy A. Otherwise, I wouldn't recommend doing that. They have a chance of guarding if you're extreme allies. So you're probably mostly going to see the guard because you're probably going to be running them on the extreme class androids team. And they give all allies 34% attack and 16 defense when you have extreme allies on the team, and 18 attack and 34 defense when you're on super class allies on the team. So, or I'm sorry, extreme enemies is that one, and then the 34 attack and 16 defense is when super class enemies. So I'm not a fan of conditional passives like that. I would prefer just the flat key 3, 40%. But I could see them being all right. I don't think... honestly, if you're going to run a support unit, I wouldn't run these guys. I would run Zero and 19. Their absorption and just their overall passive is just better for androids, honestly. Okay, so finally, let's take a look at the Vegeta. He's the last banner unit here. Okay, so he's attack and defense 100% plus an additional attack and defense when attacking. He gets an additional... attack with 3 or more key spheres obtained, and he can launch an attack for 4 turns from the start of turn, so guaranteed additionals. He gets an additional attack and defense from the turn in which the character performs the 5th attack, so after the 4 turns, right, he's getting an additional attack and defense. He also gets effective against all types after 10 turns, or 10 attacks. I don't really like the idea. You could possibly see that by turn 5, assuming you get, or turn 8, assuming you get 2 attacks every single turn, but otherwise this is gonna be kind of difficult to do, right? So yeah, I mean, he works well. I think what makes him good is his links, right? Because he's a 7-link partner for Super Vegeta, the STR one. So I think that's what's gonna sort of be his saving grace. Okay. So, I like the Vegeta more than the 16 and 18 as the banner units, but that's also because I like Vegeta more, just in general. But in general, I don't think these two hold a candle to last year's banner units. The Gohan and Goten and the GT Trunks and Goten, that's just... they are leagues ahead of these guys. But yeah, so those are the units. Those are their super attacks. That's their kit. let me know what you guys think. Honestly, I'm impressed. I really like the Goku Gohan unit, so at a minimum, I'm definitely going in for them. But let me know which one you guys are excited for in the comments. And, if you like this video as much as I enjoyed it, go ahead and hit that like button. If you like me putting out content like this, go ahead and subscribe if you're not already. And if nothing else, guys, thanks for watching, and aloha.